Alright, this is not a professional how-to video. I'm just recording this to show this game to a couple of friends. So reading from the Wikipedia page, Opus Magnum is a puzzle-based programming game where the player must assemble a machine using various tools and program those tools to complete alchemy-related tasks. So I've already done these tutorials here on the right. They're just basic, like here's how to handle the machines. And I got to this one and it looked a little more involved, so I thought this would be a good time to start a video. It's been about half a week since I did these tutorials, so I'm not going to be an expert at them, so I will stumble a little. That's part of the game. Alright, so I think this area here you can store several solutions that you're working on for this particular puzzle. You see there's new, rename, copy, delete. You can the goal of the game is like not only to solve the puzzle, but to do it with the least parts, make it the fastest, and also the parts have a gold cost, and you try to make them, the whole machine, the cheapest that you can. So there's leaderboards where you can compare against everybody else. And I'll go ahead and mention, I think this would be a great game for Hayward's boys. Young boys being able to do puzzle things is great. Alright, so I'm just going to read here. Okay, that's just let me know that I can pan the parts tray this way. Alright, so familiar place of products and reagents. Yeah, it's telling me I'll place them on my own. In the tutorials, they did it for you, so I get to figure out what's going on here. So this is the product that you have to make. Alright? And these are the reagents that you're allowed to use. These are the mechanisms. It tells you what they do when you hover over it. Glyphs, I'll try to explain that. It basically like transmutes bonding and separating of the parts. I've only used maybe one of these. I think this one in the tutorial. This one looks familiar too. Yeah, calcification, we'd use that one. Alright, so desired output of this alchemical machine. I don't think, do you drag that out? Yeah, okay. So it's a blank area where you will be outputting. Product is stabilized water. These are water elements. I don't know what I'm doing. I should have done the tutorial again before recording this. I know you don't just put it on there. You grab it, and then here's what I remember. So you can put an arm down, and you can position where you want it to grab. Alright, so I need to move this. And here, I'll move this and just show you when you run the product. So this number here corresponds to a line. This is like a programming line. And you put these little operations in there and it'll act on this arm that way. So for instance, if I want to make this arm turn counterclockwise, I just drag this in. And I think you say this is basically keep repeating. It says reset instructions, creates a sequence of instructions that will make an arm drop. Oh, that has a drop. And let's just run it and see. Alright, that's doing nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I have it on rotate. I don't want it rotate. I want it to be on turn, which is probably called, it is rotate. I had it on pivot. Alright, so it's not picking it up. I'm doing something very wrong here. Oh, I didn't put the pickup. There's a pickup. Here's grab. So it's going to grab and then rotate and then repeat. There. So it's just telling me you can't have two elements together, and that's because I didn't tell it to do anything with it. So I'm putting this over here. Where was that? Here. And then you also have to tell it, this already tells it to drop. I don't like how this lets you cheat. It tells you to drop and also reset. I'd rather it have you manually put in drop and then force the arm to go back to the original spot. You can do it either way. All right, so there. All right, I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure what desired output. Stabilized. It is dropping, right? Yeah, it's dropping that. Oh, I need two elements apparently, or reagents rather. So let's see if I do this twice. Let's put another arm out. We'll do it just the same as the other, but in an opposite rotation. So now you see this new line shows up for programming. And I'm just going to copy what I did before, grab, and then rotate. Is it rotate? Rotate to the right, and then drop and repeat. Ah, gosh. So something else I'm missing. You know what? Maybe I need to bond these together and then move them onto here. So let's try that. I'm going to bond them here. I know this isn't going to work, but sometimes just like in computer programming, you go ahead and hit run just to see what you get. Alright, so I want to move them down now. Oops. And there's some arms for that. What's this? Fixed length arm. There it is, piston. Actually, I could just use more rotating arms to do that. The problem is there's nothing there yet. Alright, so I'm having some crowding issues here. Actually, that doesn't matter because I only need one arm because it'll be bonded at this point. So if 3 grabs and rotates, it's going to end up, let's see, let's try there, and then I'll tell it to drop. This is going to fail miserably. Oops. Okay, so it's turning it. You notice it's keeping the angle of the element, or bond rather, to the arm. So you can tell it to rotate, or it's what do they call it? Let me find it. Oh yeah. So I'm going to move this. Now this is pivot. Is that what I was already using? Yeah, earlier. So I'm going to pivot it counterclockwise because it needs to line up here. Let's just see. I just had a computer lock up and had a reboot. So actually it's pretty cool that the game remembered where I was. Or that could be a bad thing since I was kind of sucking at it. I don't remember if I moved this down yet. I don't think I did, because this is in line here. Gosh, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to sit here and think. Stabilized water. How is this not stabilized water? I don't know what this symbol is for here. Well, I'm just going to do a little bit of deleting here. Is there a chance it just wants that water? Nope. Let's see if undo works. This won't fix it, but I like it to pivot before the rotate. Oh, no I don't. Just undo a couple times should fix that. I don't remember in the tutorial the part staying there. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is salt and this is water. If that's the case, we have some changes to make. Get rid of all this. I talked about it earlier, this is a calcification. So let's see if that turns this water into salt there. Yep. Haha. Alright, so I was a dummy. So I can get back to, let's put that there. We have a little logistics to think about here. This will become salt, this will be water here. But I can't bond it yet because this glyph is in the way. So I'm going to move them down with this piston. I think the piston just moves. Yeah, extends and retracts. Let's make it pretty. Let's put it here and there. Oh gosh. It only goes along the 6 axis. Or is it axes? But I need them to end up side by side. Maybe I could just have them rotate out and end up down here. That's kind of sloppy. I mean, you want to use multiple parts to make it look cool. Alright, this is going to be nerdy. I'm going to use 4 pistons, I think. So I'm going to grab from there. And I'm going to grab, this will be the salt, this will be the water. I'm going to grab these, bring them to here. And here. and then I'll push them together with 2 more pistons to put them there. I don't know if pistons or parts can overlap or not, but we'll see. Alright, now I got to figure out the programming of the pistons real quick. The problem is, I was going to say the problem is things are moving at the beginning, but I think I can delay their movements by starting them later in the code line. But let's go ahead and do it anyway, and then we'll delay them in a minute. So 3, I want to retract. That's here. Moves an arm on a track in the negative direction. I'm trying to remember how you can tell which way is negative. Maybe it just means retract. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. We don't have tracks on here, and I'm not sure why they're not here. Oh, this is the track. Yeah, I could have used tracks instead of pistons. Let's do that, just so we're not using 4 pistons. Let's, make it neater looking. Alright, so, yeah, I forgot about the track. So we may not need these 2 pistons. So, salt and water will show up here. This creates a track. Where'd it go? I'm not sure how I can put it. Maybe I do have to move it still. I think you drag it now. Yeah. But I can't do it up there, so I am going to have something move it. Yeah, these arms you can get kind of crazy with it. You can have it moving parts up and down different directions. Oh, that's right, the arm goes on here. All right. So put the arm on like this. It's gonna be so sloppy. I'm never gonna win an efficiency award on this game. Oops. Can I? That's fine. So I should just be able to bring it down 1 and then over, down right 1. I think that would work. Yeah. So I'll duplicate that over here. So when you want to move the, what's it called again? Track, you grab the gray part. If you want to design the track path, you grab the middle. Alright, so there's the positive and negatives that I was talking about earlier. So I need to put a piston on here. There. Alright, so 3, I want to say positive twice, and 4 will be positive twice. You can use these shortcuts letters. I just haven't memorized them yet, so I'm not worried about it. Now I think I want to just put the drop and reset. Now it's not going to work, like I said, because it's starting too soon in the line. I just want to make sure the parts are working. Alright. Oh, I didn't tell it to pick up. So I'm going to go forward, whoops, let's do this. Grab. There. But it's not working. I'm not doing something right. Oh, they're not bonded. Alright, fine. Oh, they... Gosh. So, what I need now actually is only one track because I'm going to bond them. Let's get this out of the way. This track design will change. In fact, I'm going to bond them with just the arm first. So, let's see. Delete. 3 now is going to pick up or grab, and it's going to rotate right once. That'll put the element here, but pointed the wrong way. I mean, it can go at an angle, but I like it to be straight, so I'm going to pivot it left, and then I'm going to say drop and reset, and that's going to be onto a bond. I think it's going to be there, hopefully. Now, I'm just going to see if that works, and then we'll continue moving it. Oh, God, I'm stupid. What did I do wrong there? So, those need to be moved. Maybe I need to get some room between these. Alright. That's okay. We'll bond them here. I need another arm, I guess. Does that look right? Now 4 is going to be pick up or grab, rotate left, pivot. No, wait, there's no pivot involved right now because I don't have a bond yet. Is that it? To get that going, let's play it and see. Alright, there we go. Now we need to move them down to the desired product. Let's just we'll do it with an arm just so that we, I mean a track, just so we have some different things going on. Let's drag the track. You shouldn't have to go more than one. We'll go 2 just to make it look cool. I could probably just drag it 1 space just to move it down here. Alright, so 5 needs to go +2, the track. Oh wait, we need to pick up first. And then reset. And that should put us here. If this works, you'll see the product incrementing here. Here's the cost of all my parts. You see the cost on the left over here. This is not going to be a winning project, but passing is good enough. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh yeah, I'm pulling too soon. Okay, see, now I'm winning, not winning, I'm passing. So, I haven't seen this before. cost, cycles. Okay, so I want to make it a little more efficient. Well, not efficient, but smarter. Like for instance, I shouldn't be having parts moving before they need to. So let's see if, I don't know how many to delay on the track, but I'm just going to guess here. No, longer. Ah. One too soon. Seriously? I guess it took a step to bond. Another iteration. There. Alright, so seems like we might have something else going too soon too. Yeah, those 3 and 4 arms don't need to go yet. And I'm really bad at calculating when something should start, so I just guess. I guessed well. Alright, there's a working. For some reason it speeds up. I guess it starts slow so you can see how good or bad your project is, and then it speeds up to get you to the end point of the iterations. Sorry that was long and painful, but that's probably what you'll experience when you're doing the projects. Have fun if you buy it. Oh, it's on Steam and I think it's about $18 right now. Bye.